So Anna, this is very sad. You cheated on me.
Yeah.
You were playing with another coach while I was gone in Germany.
I thought we would be playing, and he started like teaching me.
He started teaching you forehand. And what did he say again?
He said, I started learning tennis
Yeah.
as an adult, so I shouldn't be practicing loop because my brain doesn't get enough speed to process this information.
Okay.
He said, just be here and just simplicity.
Yeah.
And
Look.
so
What? He's not 100% wrong. You could hit a forehand like you were doing in a very early on when we first started. Remember?
no, but he didn't like that thing when I was like just losing it here. He said, just that.
Like a no loop, basically.
Not doing any.
Take
like,
the racket.
push
Take
you.
the racket straight back. In other words, without a loop.
Right.
It's not necessarily wrong to hit a forehand like that. People back in the day used to play like that. That's a classic tennis,
Right.
right? So you can play like that, but it is absolutely no comparison to what's called a modern forehand.
Right.
When it comes to all aspects of the forehand, whether you're talking about topspin, control, and most importantly, power. It has absolutely no comparison whatsoever. So you get a lot more control with the modern forehand. You get a lot more power. It also feels a lot better, that forehand. It's more rhythmic. It's more continuous. So it's the question that every recreational player should ask themselves. You want to optimize your game. This is the big question. Do you want to play to the best of your abilities?
Oh yeah.
You do, right?
I do.
I
And
think
you know
everybody
what?
does.
I started feeling the taste of this beautiful movement.
Yeah, no, you're doing good.
Last time
If you
we
take a
were-
look at your match, do you see your match when you played Christine?
Yeah.
You were doing a beautiful
was
job on
doing
the
it.
forehand. And you know what it was? Like the ball was coming at you a little bit slower, so you had more time. And it was working beautifully. So it's coming along. We just have
But
to be
with
patient.
the ball machine,
Ball machine was surprising you, and
it was surprising, but my loop there was even
fun.
better.
Even better. So this is the question. If you want to optimize your game and play to the best of your abilities, you got to do what's called a modern forehand. So no, you shouldn't go like this and take the racket straight back. No, don't do that. Lana, look, your forehand at times, especially when you hit hard, like I already told you, it's kind of like it's not your fault. You're not doing it on purpose. The wrist kind of comes through right here. Come right back at me. Go again, slow it down. We gotta hit slowly. Go again. Slow down like 30%. Slow down. Very nice. Okay, not too fast. Good.
You
Okay.
mean like this, baby?
Yeah, it kind of comes through a little bit. Not all the time, sometimes. When you hit super hard. That's why I tell you slow down 10%, slow down 20%,
Yeah.
or even slow down 30 to 50%. The more you slow down, the more you're going to be able to feel what's going on around the contact. And that brings me to topspin. That's how I'm going to teach you topspin, is by slowing it way down. We're going to slow down like 75%. We're going to play mini tennis. And basically what you're going to do when it's topspin is there's going to be more of a vertical swing path. So you're not going to go like this, you're going to go more like this. See how the racket goes up? Watch this. The racket's going to go up. You see that? That's topspin. Watch. Racket's going up. That's topspin. Now this is flat. Watch. This is flat. You see how the racket's going more horizontal? Now if you take a look at the ball, what the ball is doing on the court, this is topspin. You see that?
Do
And
it again.
watch. This is topspin.
Okay.
Watch the ball. Here, follow the ball. This is topspin. You see the ball? See how it's bouncing like higher? It's going higher over the net?
Yeah.
And this is flat. Watch this ball. Watch this. So that's flat. You see? This is flat. This is very flat. So when you hit flat and you hit super hard, it's not wrong to hit flat, but the control is difficult. So you're going to start hitting the net. It's going to start going long. Like you almost have to hit it perfect every time. So with topspin, it gives you a little bit more room for error. You know?
Yeah.
You're staying on the ball a millisecond longer, which changes the control and makes it better. Also, the ball, the gravity will work for you in your favor because the ball is spinning so much. The gravity will pull it in a little bit faster, so it will fly more on a curve
Right.
as opposed to straight like this.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So it's more control. So what I want you to do, we're going to go right here on the service line, and then come right here. I want to show you the swing path. Here, just imagine you're hitting. All right, so I'm going to show you the swing path. You're going to come here. Don't make your arms so stiff. You're going to go here like this. You're just going to go here to the shoulder, but you're going to be more vertical, like that. Okay?
Because before I was.
Yeah. You're coming through a little more. So go up to the service line. Now remember, as far as your modern forehand, all that, nothing changes. You're just changing how you're going to strike the ball.
Yeah.
You're going to go a little bit more vertical. Nothing else changes. Everything stays the same. Also, it doesn't mean that you can never hit flat forehands. Those are fine. But on a situation like this, where we're just trying to keep the ball in play and work on consistency, a topspin is going to be very important.
Yeah, but besides, I hit a lot of them on my side of the court.
Exactly.
Which is upsetting.
Come right here, and now you're gonna come vertically over the ball. And there's a few tricks along the way that we can increase the topspin. Here we go. Okay, come again. Okay, it's a little bit better. Just keep going. Yeah, it's better. Better. Come again.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Okay, watch this. We're gonna do it together.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Okay.
Don't make the arm so
Same
stiff so I can move it. You see that?
Uh-huh.
You see, it's a little bit more vertical here, this way.
But you're still not moving your wrist now.
Though what you could do, you could do it with the wrist.
Or I do it. Look.
You could do it with the wrist, but the problem with that is, number one, you can hurt yourself because the wrist, if you move it fast, you can hurt yourself. Also, the ball is going to have very little power. So if you just come over the ball like this, you're shortening everything and you're isolating this movement. Nothing else is happening with the body. You're just making topspin right here with the wrist, and it's a very weak part of the body. So it's going to be limited power, and it's going to be a lot of frame shots as well, because you're drastically changing the angle of the racket face at the moment of contact. So don't use the wrist. Rather, with the entire body, try to generate a vertical swim path. Whether you're trying to make the body more straight, or you're imagining going up with the arm like this, coming from the shoulder, pulling more from the shoulder, as if you were pulling a cable upwards in the gym. These are good thoughts to have, but rolling the wrist like this, like a doorknob,
because
not good.
That's what I feel like the motion is coming from.
It can feel like that if
But
if you turn the wrist over a little bit after contact, it's going to feel like that too. If you go like this, see that right there? It looks like I'm using wrist, but I'm not. Wrist starts coming through here, but I'm still not using it at contact like that.
Right.
Now another thing that we can do, we're going to get to that later. I don't want to throw too many things at you. So just picture more of a vertical swing path. That's the key. As vertical as possible. You imagine a wall in front of you and hit very slowly on it. Slowly. Better. Do it again. Top spin it. Good. And again.
But the preparation is the same.
Everything's the
moving
same.
The object.
Everything's the same. Nothing changes. Not a single thing. Everything stays exactly the same. Good. Here we go. Not so hard. You're hitting too hard. You won't listen.
Yes.
The faster you do it, the more you play with your intuition. Because the stroke becomes more intuitive the faster it goes. In order for you to make changes around the contact, you got to slow your stroke way down. I'm talking 30% max. Otherwise,
Well,
it's
I'm
going.
trying to hack it and then slow down.
No, you won't.
Usually, my intuition knows.
It won't work that way. It won't work that way. I guarantee. Here we go. Good. And go up all the way. Come on. Best one so far. That
Really?
was yeah.
So
That
I
was,
actually moved my body now, and yeah, I did.
that's what I told you before. Whatever it takes to make the racket go more vertical, use your body to make that happen. No doubt about it.
And this is also robot same, right?
Everything's the same. Nothing changes.
I'm still not using my left arm, but
Let's not complicate things now. We got to do one step at a time, okay? Here we go. Better. Best one so far. You
yeah,
hear the spin?
It
felt like spin?
good. Yeah.
All right, now.
Because the racket was vibrating too. It was fun.
Absolutely. Now, let's do one more thing. We're going to imagine going a little bit lower with the racket and going a little bit higher. What I want you to focus on is going from your hip to your shoulder. From the hip to the shoulder.
You mean here?
With your hand.
Ah.
All right, the hand goes from the hip to the shoulder. So when the ball is above your hand, now you're going to have to go up to meet the ball, and generally it's easier to continue going up if you start from a lower point.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Makes sense,
So if you
yeah.
go from your hip, the ball is right here, a little bit above your hip, you're going to go up, and then you're likely going to continue to go up.
Okay.
So from the hip to the shoulder. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it works.
So good. It works.
Vibrates.
Anna, you're doing
The
top.
racket vibrates.
Anna, you're doing top spin. That was not much top spin there.
No,
You
it
went
was
like this
kinda
again.
flat, yeah.
Here we go. You hear the sound of the strings?
Yes.
That's topspin.
Yeah.
Very nice job.
Yeah, it's
All
very
right,
nice. It's
let-
new. New speed. No,
It's,
new.
it's going to help you with control
Yeah.
dramatically. All right, let's pick them up real quick and we'll go to baseline, okay?
Okay.
Remember that now when we're at the baseline, we're trying to do this. Naturally, from the baseline, you have to hit harder and faster. Or otherwise, the ball won't make it over the net. So there's a likelihood that you're going to go back a little bit to your old forehand. I'm telling you this now because it's a lot easier to put spin from the service line. Therefore, we need to do a lot of mini tennis to learn topspin. Tons of mini tennis. And I even encourage you that when you practice by yourself, you do it very close to the net or close to the wall or ball machine or whatever it may be, because the closer you are, the softer you can hit, the more control over the contact point you have. And you can learn this shot from scratch much better. As you start hitting harder, as you go back into the court, as you try to get depth on the ball, your intuition takes over and the stroke has a tendency to flatten out more. So this is going to be a test. Let's see whether you can do this from the baseline. I think you can.
Well, I was just programmed negatively now.
No, listen.
I am just joking.
It's
We
not,
always
it's not,
say
it's
that.
like, I just want to make sure that you understand there's nothing wrong with a flat forehand.
Yeah.
And you can use both. You can hit with topspin if you want to, you can hit flat. Flat is great if you're like feeling like you're playing well, you have good timing. Flat is the best way to hit winners. It's your fastest forehand. It's going to be much faster than your topspin forehand. So there's still a time and a place for flat. But on days like today where we're really trying to grind, we're trying to keep the ball going back and forth as much as possible, this is where topspin can help you tremendously. Or if you play a match and you're feeling a little bit nervous or tight, that's where topspin is going to be your friend.
All right.
Here we go. From the hip to the shoulder, Anna. This is looking good. Not too fast.
Too fast.
Back up just a little bit.
Right.
All right. That's beautiful.
Whoa.
Here we go. Now, if you want, I'm actually watching the ball as it's flying and I can see it rotating. I can
Oh,
see the
yeah?
ball going like this, so I can tell how much spin it has on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
you,
you have-
there's something that I recommend to students as well. That you kind of track your own ball as it's flying, and you can see how much spin it has on there.
Yeah.
That was maybe the best forehand you hit today. That was beautiful topspin.
See, I'm figuring it out.
Oh, good, good,
Thank
good.
you for serving me balls.
Nice. Here we go. And watch that ball spin. That one had tons of spin on it.
Was it?
Oh yeah.
You know what I did differently here?
What?
I was here and I completely relaxed my wrist while
Okay.
it was going down, and then I tensed it up when it needed to be.
All right.
I don't know.
Look,
if
I'm not a
if you
big
know
fan
what
of.
talking
I'm not a big fan of like manipulating the wrist either way. Whether you're loosening it or tightening it, I like it to be natural. But if that worked for you, continue doing that.
Oh yeah.
If that's something that it works for you, continue doing it.
Uh-oh. You know what I did? I just did.
Continental grip.
Yeah. I
All
don't
right.
know why.
That's classic forehand, by the way.
No.
Go again.
Okay, hold on.
Come on. It's a little too much wrist movement. Anna, now the forehand is completely gone.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think happened? You like
just-
5 shots ago, you started talking about the wrist.
Right.
Put the wrist out of your mind.
Okay.
Because now you ruined your forehand. Now you're all wristy. It's
No.
not. You're not even getting any spin.
Okay.
And the ball's going way out. So don't. Yeah. Get it out of your head. Keep it natural. Don't think about it. It's going to be right by itself. If you think about it, whether you're loosening or tightening,
Well,
it.
tell me some stories from your trip. So
All right. So Anna, did you watch my Q&A video?
Yes, I like it.
Oh,
a
you
lot.
saw it?
Yes.
Okay. All
I
right.
actually, yeah, I will.
All right.
Do the comment on that. It was very artsy.
All right.
I liked it a lot.
Ask me a question. I'll answer it in my Q&A.
No. I can't think. I can
All right,
listen.
this is fascinating because now we put your mind away from
You
the
see?
wrist. We started
Yeah.
talking about something else. Look what happened here. You see how it stabilized on its own?
Yeah.
All right, do you believe
It's
me now?
Sometimes like an obstacle to be so cerebral.
Well, you are someone who likes to overanalyze and overthink a little bit,
Yeah.
and that's not good when it comes to tennis technique.
Yeah. Or dancing.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine if you are thinking about your feet too much, you get all mechanical.
I also get wristy.
But you probably look mechanical on a dance
Yeah,
floor, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look smooth, right?
No.
All right, here we go. Fabulous. Do it again. Nice top spin. Okay. Then when you caught a little towards the frame,
Yeah.
go again. Anna, this is perfect. Anna, that one right there, you came from underneath a little more. You see how you whipped that up?
Yeah.
You actually hit it quite fast.
It went really fast.
That's called topspin forehand. Very nice job.
Okay.
Now I'm going to hit with you. We're going to try to do the same thing. Actually, not hit, but feed first. I'm going to feed you some balls.
Okay.
And you stay right here on the baseline and try to do topspin. Beautiful topspin, Anna. There it is. Whoa!
But you know what happens? I do it here, but I think it's a part of the move, right?
What part? What are you talking about? You mean the racket drop?
I
Yeah.
think it was a part of the
Well,
loop and I just noticed it there.
if you come from underneath more, it's easier. If you come even under the hip, you can do that too if you want.
Yeah.
Now I didn't tell you that because it's a little bit more extreme. There's a little bit more movement there in the wrist. When you go underneath, the wrist has to bend in a different direction. But that's another thing that you can do. You can drop the wrist even low,
Yeah,
drop the racket head a little lower, and now it's a lot easier to make spin. So generally, if you come more from underneath the ball, spin is easier. So keep doing it if you like it.
Okay.
Here we go. Good. Good, Anna. Oh la la, this is crazy. This is crazy. Anna, this is insane. Fabulous, Anna. Fabulous forehand topspin. Yes. What do you think?
I like it.
It works, right? This is so cool.
I feel like I understood the
You understand?
concept.
But do you understand the different sound the ball makes? Like it's spinning more, and you can feel the control, right?
Yeah.
Now I want to tell you, it's losing power though. So
Is
you
it?
well, it's not as fast as your flat forehand. But what happens is that eventually, when you get a lot of confidence in this forehand, you'll be able to swing faster.
Maybe it's also because I'm not using
Maybe a little bit. But generally, anytime you put topspin, the ball is spinning more, and it will lose speed as it's traveling to the other side. But that allows you, because there's more control in that, allows you to swing a lot faster. So indirectly, topspin has more power. But yeah, no, you're doing great. This was really, I'm very surprised. You learned the topspin very fast. So we're going to continue doing this. This is going to be great for you.
Yeah, because a lot of my balls, they come to
Into the net and also go long.
Yeah.
Especially you get wristy here. They
And
go
now I see all of them are in.
a little higher over the net, they dip in.
Some consistency.
Yeah,
that's good.
nice work. Like this. There you go.